Well done, Jessica.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Fred and Rob.
Prince of Wales School. It's a very special assembly because we've got Mrs. Johnson here, who's going to be telling us a story. I think is that right, Mrs. Johnson? And in addition to that, we've also got lots of people that are tuning in online. And at the moment, we've got 12 people watching live. So we've got Harlan and Hugo watching. Everyone say hello. We've got and Mrs. Chorlton's watching from the office.
Good.
Get back to work, Mrs. Chorlton.
No, everyone needs a story, Mr. Spratlin.
I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Johnson.
Well, I was thinking, what should we... I know. We'll go with a story today that's not quite the story you think it is. And I'll tell you the author at the end. I guess you think you might know this story, everyone. Well, you don't. The real one. Oh, who can tell me what gory means? Oh, Philippa.
Like dead.
Gruesome. Ugh. The phony one, that's the fake one, the one that you know was cooked up years and years ago. And it was made to sound all soft and sappy. Ew. It was just to keep the children happy. Mind you, they did get the first bit right. The bit where, in the dead of night, the ugly sisters, I wonder what story this could be about. Jules and all departed for the palace ball, while darling little Cinderella was locked up in a slimy cellar. I think we might need some ugly sisters to come out the front. Oh, look! There's a perfect two right here.
Oh,
come on over, ugly sisters.
Come over this way, girls. Come over here.
And I think because you're mean, could you skip around the room a bit, go, we're going to the ball, and you could go arm in arm. Off. We're going to the ball. And then we need a Cinderella who's sitting in a slimy cellar. Oh, do you know, it's great to see that we've got girls and boys putting their hand up for this. Because in pantos, we have boys playing girls, don't we? But I think I'm going to go with... Oh, this is a tough decision. Rowan. Come on over, Rowan. Rowan, come over there. Rowan, can you sit in your slimy cellar looking very sad? Very sad. Can you do a sad face? Oh, very good,
that's
Rowan.
a really sad face.
Now, there were rats who wanted things to eat. They began to nibble at her feet. She bellowed, "Help! Let me out!" Can you do that, Rowan? The magic fairy heard her shout. Oh, I need a fairy to go, "Ba-ding!" Let's appear, let's have a fairy.
I think we should have a member of staff.
Fairy.
Mrs. Cura is definitely the fairy godmother, I think.
The magic fairy heard her shout, appearing in a blaze of light. Ooh. Ka-ching! She said, "My dear, are you all right?"
My dear, you're all right.
Now, Cinderella. "All right!" cried Cindy. "Can't you see?
See?
I feel as rotten as can be."
There was what's in that can
She beat her fist against the wall. Like that, go for it, Cinderella. And shouted, "Get me to the ball!"
Get me to the ball.
Oh, I think Cinderella now needs to stand up because you're going to do a bit of a stampy tantrum. There's a disco at the palace!
There's a disco at the palace!
The rest have gone and I am jealous. Can you say that? The rest have gone
Rest of God.
And I am jealous.
And I'm jealous.
Now you've got to say, I want a dress.
I'm the dress.
I want a coach.
I want a coat.
And earrings.
And earrings.
And a diamond brooch.
And a diamond brooch.
Oh, and 2 silver slippers.
And 2 silver slippers.
And lovely nylon pantyhose.
A lovely nylon pantyhose.
Done up like that, I'll guarantee.
Done up like that, I'm guaranteed.
The handsome prince will fall for me.
The handsome prince will fall for me.
The fairy said, hang on a tick.
Hang on a tick.
She gave her wand a mighty flick. And quickly, in no time at all, Cindy was at the palace ball. You better go into the ball. Wow, look at that. Now, we need a prince to come and dance with Cinderella. Oh, let's have Grace. So we've got Cinderella and the prince. So you've got to kind of put your hands together and just dance around a bit. It made the ugly sisters wince. Oh, look at their faces. To see her dancing with the prince. She held him very tight and pressed herself against his chest. Don't really have to do that bit. The prince himself was turned to pulp. Oh, Grace, can you go like that? All he could do was gasp and gulp. Boom. Then midnight struck. We have a dong, 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 dong. Freeze! She shouted, heck! I've got to run to save my neck. Good. Well done. The prince cried, no! Alas, alack! He grabbed her dress to hold her back. Quick, grab hold of her. As Cindy shouted, let me go!
Let me go!
The dress was ripped from head to toe. Can we do a ripping noise? She ran out in her underwear. Cinderella, can you run that way? That's it. Prince, you stay there. And lost one slipper on the stair. Oh no, can you lose a slipper? Oh, this is terrible. The prince was on it like a dart. Quick, Prince, grab the slipper. He pressed it to his pounding heart. Oh, does it smell lovely? No. It doesn't smell very nice, apparently. And then you've got to hold it up. Say, the girl this slipper fits. He cried, tomorrow morn shall be my bride. I'll visit every house in town until I've tracked the maiden down. Then rather carelessly, I fear, he placed it on a crate of beer. There's the crate of beer next to Fred Frog.
Uh-oh.
Fred. At once, one of the ugly sisters, the one whose face was blotched with blisters, sneaked up and grabbed the dainty shoe.
Ooh.
And quickly flushed it down the loo. Oh, that's terrible. Let's do the flushing sound, everyone. Then, in its place, she calmly put the slipper from her own left foot. Uh-oh, I can see what's going to happen here.
Uh-oh.
Aha! You see, the plot grows thicker and Cindy's luck starts to look sicker. Next day, the prince went charging down. Prince, on your horse. Grab the shoe. That one. Now gallop around. Horsey, horsey.
Oh, run that way, run the back. Run the back of the hall.
Gallop. Oh, yeah, I like the horsey sound. town and have a few knocks on their knock knock sound effect. Brilliant. Well, in every house, the tension grew. Who was the owner of the shoe? The shoe was long and very wide. I think you better try it on the frog here. Is it going to fit?
No, it doesn't fit me.
Oh, maybe go and try on some of the adults over there,
Mrs.
Prince.
Thompson might fit Mr. Thompson.
Oh, a normal foot got
Watch
lost
out, Mrs.
inside.
Thompson's smelly socks.
Also, it smelled
Mrs.
a wee bit
Burgess.
icky. Its owner's feet were hot and sticky.
Ugh.
Thousands, look at them all. Thousands of eager people came to try it on, but all in vain. Can we go? Oh, poor Prince. Now came the ugly sisters go. Oh, here we go.
Not again.
One tried it on, and the Prince screamed, "No!" That's the one whose shoe it was. But she screamed, "Yes, it fits! Whoopee!"
Yes, it fits with me.
And then, "So now you've got to marry me."
So now you've got to marry me.
The Prince went white from ear to ear, shocked face. He muttered, "Let me out of here."
Let me out of here.
Oh my goodness. "Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, no, you don't.
You made a vow."
Is that me?
Yes, you.
You made a vow.
"There's no way you can back out now."
There's no way you can back out now.
I think you might come forward for a little try and... both of you. Come here, come here. Oh no! Freeze! The Prince roared back, "Off with her head!"
Off with her head.
They chopped it off with one big whack. Oh, that's it. Head's off. Roll your head around. You wait there because there's still one alive. Ugh. This pleased the Prince. He smiled and said, "Ha! She's prettier without her head."
She's prettier without her head.
Then up came sister number 2, who yelled, "No, I'll try the shoe."
Now I'll try the shoe.
"Ha! Try this instead," yelled the Prince.
Try this instead.
He swung his trusty sword and smack! Gonna knock her head off. Oh my goodness me. Her head went crashing to the ground. It bounced a bit and rolled around. That's better. Now, Cinderella, back to Cinderella. In the kitchen, Cinderella, peeling spuds, peeling potatoes. Cinderella heard the thuds of bouncing heads upon the floor. Oh, let's have some bouncing head noises. She poked her head around the door. Can I just see Cinderella a minute?
You
Cinderella?
too.
What's all the racket? Can you say? Oh, mind your own biz, the Prince replied. Poor Cindy's heart was torn to shreds. Oh, look how sad Cinderella is. Oh, Cinderella, oh dear. My Prince, she thought, he chops off heads. Cinderella, can you come to the front? Can you look at your audience? Turn around. And can you do your hands like this? Look, my Prince chops off people's heads. Oh, that's terrible. How could I marry anyone who does that sort of thing for fun? The Prince cried, "Who's this dirty beast?" Can you say that?
Who is the beast?
Off with her nut! Off with her nut! Oh no! She's just about to chop your head off, Cinderella. Just then, all in a blaze of light, the magic fairy hove in sight.
She's back. Mrs. Stewart's back.
Her magic wand went swoosh. Everyone go swoosh. Swoosh. And swish. Swish. Cindy, she cried. Come make a wish. Wish anything. And have no doubt I will make it come about. Cindy answered, "Oh, kind fairy, this time I shall be more wary. No more princes, no more money. I've had my taste of honey. I'm wishing for a decent man. They're hard to find. Do you think you can?" Do you think you can? Within a minute, Cinderella was married to a lovely fella. Oh, let's have Ava. Now, can you hold hands, Cinderella? Come here. Come to the front, Cinderella. And we're all going to go da 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 da. Baker by trade, who sold good homemade marmalade. The house was filled with smiles and laughter. Everyone give a big cheesy grin. And they were happy. Apart from the poor ugly sisters who no longer have their heads. And look at the prince. Oh,
Let's give all of our actors a big round of applause and actresses. And to Mrs. Johnson.
Oh, I love that story. Take a bow.
Mrs. Johnson, I think to finish we could have a quick sing song.
Oh, I love that.
Do you reckon?
Yes.
Let's see
Always
if
good
we
to sing.
can just take that. For when those gates are open wide, I'm
gonna sit by Jesus' side. I'm gonna sing.
I'm gonna shout, praise the Lord.
You two stand up. Swing low.
Sweet chariot,
Coming for to carry me home. Swing low.
Reception.
Sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Don't carry none but the righteous and holy. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Year 4. Oh, when the
saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Thank you, Dad. We'll be back live at around 4 o'clock this evening for Today from Pal.